Hi guys, my name is Paras, founder of Property Mates, and we are back again for the third episode of Behind the Maze, the Property Mates podcast. Today we are speaking to Shannon Campbell, owner of Campbell Conveyancing. Hi Shannon, how is it going with you today?
Hey, it's really good. Thanks for having me.
Good, thank you. And we really want to congratulate today for getting 2 awards at the APAC Legal Awards 2022. I think they are Client Service Excellence Award and Best Conveyancing Film 2022 Tasmania.
Yeah, we're very excited to receive those, so thank you very much.
Well done. So yeah, let's get started. So the first question I will want to ask you is, please tell us something about yourself and Campbell Conveyancing.
Okay. So a little bit about myself. I'm a mum of 2 young kids, and I have a husband, and we live on like a bit of acreage down here in Tasmania. Started up the mobile conveyancing service back in 2016. I've worked in law firms since straight out of high school, but I saw there was a need that a lot of my clients, especially elderly, they didn't have the service of where you could go to them. So I offered that to start with, which went really well. Now I've got an office based in Sorrel, and I've built our team from there, but we're still keeping it quite a boutique firm, because we like to really focus on customer service and having that really quality time with our clients when they need us. So that's what we sort of pride ourselves on, hence getting that award, I guess.
Definitely, yeah. Well done, and yeah, interesting story. So yeah, moving on to the next one. Can you tell us how a conveyancer like yourself can help people in their buying or selling journey?
Yeah, of course. So I always prompt a lot of people to talk to us first as soon as you think about buying a property, and then we can walk you through sort of what to keep in mind, what to have organised prior to finding your dream house, like, trying to get pre-approval, making sure that we look at the contract before you sign anything, any clauses that you need. So things like that are really important, and most conveyancers, well, in Tasmania, I'm not sure about the mainland, but we will provide that service, free of charge. So I don't charge any pre-contractual fees to look over anything for you. Obviously, if it doesn't go ahead, that's totally fine. But it's really important, because if you don't know what you're signing, you could really get yourself into a pickle.
Oh, definitely, especially at these time where the property market is up and down, and all the interest rates. So yeah, good, thank you. And our last question for today is for you. What are your tips for people who are our viewers here that are looking for conveyancers to help them?
Okay, so I guess, first of all, making sure that they are a licensed conveyancer in the state where you are buying, making sure they have the relevant insurances, so your public liability and professional indemnity, which every licensed conveyancer should have. I'd suggest having a look at some of their reviews on Google and stuff to make sure that they've got some good reviews. And I guess most importantly is to make sure they're the right fit for you. So give them a call, make sure that you get along on the same page, that you're comfortable with them, because it's a very big part of your life, buying a property, especially if it's your first property. It's a very big investment, and you need to be comfortable with the person that you're dealing with and happy to ask them any questions. Like a lot of my clients say, sorry for asking so many questions or silly questions. There's no such thing as a silly question. You don't know the answer until you ask, and that's why we're here. So I think that's, really important that you get along with them. Obviously, you're asking for fees. I've always thought, say, for example, if you were to get a carpenter, like, you get what you pay for. So sometimes cheapest isn't always better. But, it depends on everybody, but that's my little, I always tried to be the cheapest, but the best. But now I've changed my mindset that cheap is not always better, and you're competing against a totally different market if, you're going for the cheaper. Some of the bigger, cheaper firms don't always give you the best service, So also, I guess, looking into any costs involved. So like stamp duty, if you're eligible for any grants, any concessions, things like that, how much deposit you're going to need, if you're getting finance, how long it's going to take you to get finance, because it depends. Like if you're a sole trader, a business owner, or somebody working for like an employee, every person is a little bit different and the times are different. So it's very important that we know those so we can put the relevant clauses in the contract. Yeah, I think that's it in a nutshell. Sorry, rambled on a little bit.
No, very well said, very well said. Yeah, the few practical scenarios you have mentioned where it might take more time for someone, and then for another person it might take less time, and the property might be gone up or down. So yeah, and yeah.
Yeah, it's important just to do your research. And I guess another thing is in weather scenarios, so like the best time I think to buy a property would be in winter, because it's when the market is the slowest and you see the property at its worst. So when it's wet, it's damp, you can see if there's condensation, all the horrible things, because in spring and summer they look beautiful. They always look beautiful, but they're also marketed a lot higher. There's a lot more on the market, you know, like there's these different things. So you don't want to buy in spring, like you can buy in spring and summer, but you're going to get to winter and maybe find out that you've got a leaky roof or something like that. Yeah. But in winter, you might pick these things up, you know. Just a little tip there.
That's a very good point. Actually, I never thought of this. Yeah, very insightful.
Yeah.
All right, Shannon. Thank you for that today's time. And yeah, hi guys. If you want to get in contact with Shannon and Campbell Conveyancing, just click on the link below, and she can definitely help.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shannon.